your girl Adeshewa. How are you all doing? Yes, we're back on the show, straight up with Shewa. So today we're still going to continue on the topic, educating our children about the realities of marriage. They always say marriage is not a feeling. Marriage is an action. Today we'll be talking to the young adults, and those are the ones that are ready, to start a marriage or relationship, or they have a fiance or a fiance. So they are ready for the marriage, and they bring the partner to us who they want to be with. Please. Our first call is not Ashoebi. Our first call is not invitation cards. We need to know that, are these two people ready to live their lives together? Are they it's not all about love. All they think is, oh yes, I'm in love with this person, and they think that is all what marriage is all about. No, that's not all marriage is about. We all know that. So we need to help them so that they will really understand what they're going to be getting in that marriage, what they're going to be doing in that marriage. Most of us, yes, we can't teach them. In fact, mostly these kids don't listen to us because they always say familiarity bring contempt. So they might not even listen to us when we talk to them, or they just say, oh yes mommy, yes daddy, but they're not really listening. So I think the best thing for us to do is send them for marriage counseling. It's very important before we start printing invitations and all that. I am sorry, but the sincere truth is, it's better they separate when they are dating, or rather than when they are in the marriage. I heard the story of some couple that got married in September 2020, and by January they are separated with flimsy excuses. That's what happened these days. I think they said the guy is having issue, that the girl is always on social media. Do you want to say he didn't see that from the beginning? He did, but it didn't take it didn't see it as a big deal until they got into marriage. Maybe when they're supposed to be doing things together, and girl just wants to be on social media or whatever. I'm not in the marriage, and I really don't know the full story. But the truth is, these days, they just separate for so many reasons. People don't even understand what commitment is all about anymore. So that is the main reason why I'm saying it's better we send them to marriage counseling so they can learn a whole lot. There are so many topics that are being taught in marriage counseling, and it's not a one-day kind of marriage counseling. When I was getting married, I had one-day marriage counseling. They'll tell me, even when they were talking about parents should not visit the homes and all that, they cannot expatiate enough for you to understand. So some of the couple, when they are into it, they'll be like, remember they said this, but the person explaining to you, because it's just a one day or a 1 week, you did not even understand what they're talking about, because they were not able to expatiate that topic. So it's better we send them to like a month or even more, depending. I know some place of worship always do like 6 months, which makes a whole lot of sense. Sometimes I wonder why we don't even have a subject about marriage in schools. Most of the time, do you realize that even some people get married before they get a job, and they'll still be in that marriage even after they've retired? So they're even going to spend more time in the marriage more than workplace. And we are being taught from a little child how to prepare for a job. That at the end of the day, even those topics and the subjects and all that we're being taught are not even relevant. Yes, I know there are so many things you learn in there that is for life, not just for work. But there's nothing about marriage that can prepare us for marriage. I really wish there's a subject so they can start teaching this kids from little, so they can understand what marriage, the realities of marriage. Anyway, since that is not available, I just think we have to do our bit as parents. I think that job is left for us to do. So we really have to look into these things and make sure that we help them the best way possible, so they will not get into so much stress. They'll get to identify these things. In marriage counseling, there I know they teach red flags, where you'll be able to identify things that are not right. Know that, oh, this goes on in marriage, and oh, it's what my partner is doing. This is not going to make us have a good marriage, then you can talk about it before you get into the marriage. The two of them can work it out. They have to learn how to sort issues out in the marriage, how to listen to each other. They have to learn all these things before they get into that marriage, because sometimes when they get into that marriage, the love phase just goes away, and it's like they're not listening to each other any longer. So let them start practicing those things before they get into the marriage. I know of people who've gone for marriage counseling before they got married, and at the end of the day they're able to see that we are not compatible at all, and the two of them decide that, okay, I'm sure we cannot make this work, let's go our separate. And it worked for them, rather than they getting into the marriage and after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months they are separated. So it's better we try and teach them, train them, let them go for these things, so they can, when they are teaching them about these things that they do not even know about initially, they'll be like, oh, okay, that's true, this happened in marriage. Oh, can we do this together? Oh, and they can talk to each other after maybe every section or whatever, and they can really understand what marriage is all about. Then they have to think about their compatibility. Are they really compatible? IQ wise, the way I think is different from the way you think. So when I say something, there's always a whole lot of argument every now and then, because we don't believe in the same thing, because our ways are not the same. So at the end of the day, we are not compatible. There's so many things that you guys have to have in common. All those things are being taught in marriage counseling. Another thing is being intentional about that relationship. You have to put your partner into consideration in the relationship. It's not about me. Marriage is me, you, versus any other issue. So it should be the man and the wife versus any other thing. That you have to have that at the back of the mind. So whenever anything comes, it's not I make decision and that's it. It's what me and you we're gonna do about that issue. That's how it should be. Yes, a whole lot of it's not like it's something easy to do. We all know that, but we just have to let them know these things, so they can start working on it from the beginning. And yes, communication skills, they must have that. That's very important, and I think I always mention it in every topic. Communication skills. There's no way you have a successful relationship or marriage without good communication. They have to know how to talk to each other. They need to learn how to receive each other's comments in a positive way and not negative way. And I think one thing is important as well. I think every couple should have somebody who can really talk to them and they listen. I'm not saying they should always discuss their issues out there, no, but each one of them must have somebody that if something happen, I can go, because you see, when things will definitely happen in marriage, and sometimes it's not everything that happens that we are able to sort out by ourselves. It's either they will have a therapist they go to who will talk to them, who will help them out, or they believe in maybe their worship place, maybe they have a pastor something or imam or something, or maybe the parents, somebody they can both talk to that can say, oh, this is it, and they listen. It's very important they have that in their lives. Anyway, let's leave it here today. Thank you so much for joining me today. And it's my birthday week, so I'm expecting everybody to wish me a happy birthday on Saturday. Thank you so very much. All your comments will be highly appreciated. Thank you. I love you. Stay blessed till I see you on Sunday. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.
Look on the way, look on the way. On your phone, Jack, Papacia, if I dare. So long way again on complete. A second street, no complete. This is not the tip on 100. Money to the man, you can't complete. Fino on your highway. You are the